Hi, this is Raul Jimenez, and this is my introduction video. So, I'm 29 years old, and this is my second year here at Laili. And I remember that when I first started learning English, I was around 17 or 18 years old, and I decided to learn English by myself because I didn't learn anything in school. And when I started working hard on improving my English, I realized that I didn't know how to pronounce things correctly. Uh, Pretty much everything I knew about the language was wrong, so I had to start over. I had to start from scratch, and it was pretty difficult first, learning the alphabet once again and simple words that I allegedly knew how to pronounce, but it was all incorrect. So it took me quite a while. It actually took me around 5 years in order for me to have a pretty decent English level and to start losing my accent. I know I don't sound native, but that's my goal. My goal always was to sound as native as possible and to lose the Mexican accent. And because my what I always wanted to achieve was to sound like a native English speaker. So that's about my learning experience. I did it all by myself. I used to watch a lot of videos in YouTube about pronunciation and also on enhancing my English accent. And I talking about materials, I didn't follow like a book. And I mean, everything I did was just to, if I was interested in a specific subject, or if I wanted to know how to pronounce or how to say something in English, I just looked it up, and that was about it. I mean, I kept on watching movies in English. Reading was one of the things that actually helped me a lot. Through reading, it was something that helped me or boosted the vocabulary in English. So that's one of the things that I do recommend to read stories, even for kids. I mean, you can start by reading kids stories, and then move on to more sophisticated topics. But to start with, you have to start with just as kids do. I mean, as kids, we can start with short stories and fairy tales. That's a very helpful in order to increase your vocabulary. And well, about my teaching experience, I don't have that much teaching experience, but I have to say that I do teach my some members of my family. I teach my mom, my sister, and my brother-in-law. And the way I do this is by sharing with them some topics that can be useful to them. Maybe vocabulary that they can use when they are at the store, or when they go to a museum, or I mean, if they want to travel abroad, maybe some vocabulary they can use at the airport or at the hotel when they check in. So I'm providing them with useful information that they can apply on their daily lives, and that's the way I'm teaching them right now. We watched watch videos. I present them with short stories. I make them read out loud because that's very important for you. I mean, if you want to improve your pronunciation. And one of the tools that that are very helpful is Kahoot. Kahoot, I think it's a very useful tool in order to get them interested in the language. I mean, not everything is just about grammar or just about spelling and rules and that stuff. If you don't keep them interested in playing like games, they most likely will get bored. So that's why I try to use things like Kahoot. And well, for this particular subject, I bought this book, and I think it's very helpful. I have just looked at it, and it has a lot of useful topics: making conversation, complex descriptions, vocabulary review, and well, expressing reactions. So I think this is going to be very helpful for me to teach them. So this would be my first book that I have bought for learning English, because everything I have learned it had been through the internet, through watching videos. So that's it. Thank you for watching.